How's it going? My name is David Bidwell, and this podcast will be about neurology and, more specific, the effect of Alzheimer's on the brain. So, Alzheimer's is a fatal disease that affects the brain, and it affects about 1 in every 10 people over the age of 65. And thus far, nobody has ever been recorded to be immune, and there's been no cure that has been developed for Alzheimer's yet. So what happens basically is two abnormal proteins are developed in the brain called tangles and plaques, and these abnormal proteins attack your brain cells and start destroying parts of your brain. And this whole process starts in the hippocampus area of your brain, which is responsible for your short-term memory, which makes it hard for patients who have this to remember things that happen hours, minutes, even seconds before what's presently going on. From there, the disease can spread to other parts of the brain. It generally affects your area where you process language and speech next. It makes it hard for them to understand vocabulary and carry conversation. From there, your logical thought process is affected. It becomes difficult to problem solve and conceptualize. From there, emotions become affected. You have drastic mood swings, and they pretty much become uncontrollable. From there, your senses, such as taste, touch, sight, start to diminish. Patients can actually hallucinate. And one of the last areas is your long-term memory starts to fade. And the last is your part of your brain that regulates breathing, and your heart rate gets destroyed and eventually leads to death. This usually happens over about a span of 8 to 10 years per patient on average. But there's hope. A group of British scientists published an article in the Science Translational Medicine Journal, and these scientists conducted their research at the Medical Research Council's Toxicology Unit at the University of Leicester. And they developed a substance and tested it on mice successfully with prions disease, which is a similar disease to Alzheimer's, except in mice. Conceptually, it should translate well. It has the same issues as far as what's going on in the brain. So what happens basically is this compound turns the off switch of the brain that develops proteins in your brain that protect brain cells. In Alzheimer's, this switch can get turned off, and your brain can actually stop producing these proteins. And this is bad because those tangles and plaques can get in there and start destroying those brain cells. So what this does is this enzyme inhibits an enzyme called PERK, is what it's known as, and this blocks that off switch basically, so the production of proteins continues to take place. However, this has only been tested on mice and can take decades to translate over to human consumption due to risk, side effects, and health issues and safety. But hopefully this can go into effect soon. That'd be great. And as far as Alzheimer's is a very sad disease, and with this breakthrough, hopefully this cure can start being developed in the near future. And here are some of my sources from this. Thank you.